So here's how to make more or less a curved plane. You can do a bunch of different ways. I'll show you 2 ways, and then you can choose whatever way you prefer. So what I'm going to go do is go to Create. There we go. I'm going to go to Curve Tools. Was it? Come on. There, Curve Tools. I'm going to do CV Curve Tool. I'm going to hit the option box, so it pops up here. And make sure it's on cubic, so it's round. If it's linear, it'll just be straight lines. That's not what we want. So I'm actually just going to go hit spacebar. Come on. Computer's going kind of slow. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go top view here. And I'm just going to hit X for grid snap. You don't actually have to do this. You can actually just draw it, but I'm just going to hold X. So I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. And like I said, you can actually just draw it however you want, right? So this is like from the top view looking down your curtain. That's what it would look like, okay? Now you can draw 2 of them so they're a little bit more different, or you can just, but they need the same number of points. Or you could just duplicate this. What I would suggest is actually doing something along this line. So I'm just going to Control D to duplicate, or Command D if you're on a Mac. And I'm just going to pull this one up, right? And then what I would suggest is on one of these, you know, control the vertex, and I'm going to hold B, click and drag to do the soft select, and, you know, shift it or something or whatever to try and make it look a little bit different than the top one, okay? And I could even do this. I could, oops, I'm going to take this, I'm going to Control D, and you could have multiple ones. So if you want to just, you know, have variation, so like for instance, maybe here, I'm going to have this cut in a little bit like this, okay? Or you could just do 2, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go 1, I'm going to hold Shift, 2, still holding Shift, 3. So boom, boom, boom. And then I'm just going to go to, where would you be? I wonder if you... Make sure I'm modeling here. Oops. And I'm going to loft this surface. So we are going to go to, actually, is there, no, it's still in there. Surfaces, and then we're going to go ahead and go loft. I'm with the option box. Should, one over here. And we're going to loft this. So usually I like to do, auto reverse is fine. That's all fine. Number of spans, that's fine. We're going to do polygons, okay, because we want it to be polygons, not NURBS. And then I like to do quads, and let me see, general, don't understand what's happening there. NURBS, polygons, attach multiple output finishes. Oh, here we go. We'll just do general, and this is basically how many points it puts in between, and we are going to, I'm going to make it 3 instead. I think 5 is a little much. 3, and then I'm just going to hit apply to see what it looks like first, because I might be like, oh, it doesn't look that good. And that looks okay. It's just a matter of how you prefer it. So that's more or less how you would do that, okay? And you could play around with it. So I could undo that and be like, okay, you know what I mean? I didn't need that many, so maybe I'll do 1 in here. Now watch. If I hit apply, you'll see it only does that much, okay? So 1 means it only does 1 per thing. So I could say, okay, on U, I want to do 3, but keep, or I'm sorry, U, I will do, let's say 2, and then on V, which is up and down, I will do like 4. Come on, 4, and then hit apply. And you can see it did more this way, okay? So you can kind of look and play around with that. I'm just going to do 2 and 2, and hit loft. And I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Oh, because I hit 4, sorry, 5. And that's great. And then what you can do is move this over, and then I'm just going to delete these, and I'll put this back over. So that's one way of doing it. Now, after you make it, what you're going to want to do is you'll see the one side's black. That's because this is the negative side. So if you want to just have it like a sheet of paper and not have any thickness to it, you could literally just go to Mesh Display and just do, where are you? Reverse. And what I'll do is I'll make this the right side. Okay, so it can only, it's one-sided face. All right. Now, if that's not something you want to do, so I'm going to do that. What you could also do is just extrude it. So if you just go, I'm just going to go to the Polygons tab here and just hit Extrude, this button here. Hit that. This little handle will come up, and you always grab the blue one. I'm just going to click and drag it a little bit to give it a touch of thickness. All right, because obviously a curtain does have thickness. And voila, and then you have your curtain. Okay, but I would get it all shaped before you bother extruding it. And that would be it. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is just to literally go to create. If this is easier, Polygon primitives. Go to where are you? Plane. Hit the option box and make it like a lot of divisions. So we'll say 50 by 50. Okay, and I'll hit create. It'll make this little plane, and it's gonna hold hit E for rotate, J for increment. See how it does it in increments? Snap. Okay. That's weird. Just stopped updating. Okay. And we'll scale it. Let's get R. Okay. And then what I could do is just go to edge, and I'm gonna hit B to turn soft select off, and I could grab like, you know, every whatever edge here. So. Okay. And I'll hit B for soft select. I'm gonna take that down a whole bunch like that. I'm just holding B and clicking and dragging, and then I could just take this and like, you know what I mean? And then I can hit R to scale. Well, that doesn't really work, but you get kind of the idea. That's another way of doing it. And then you would just do the whole extrude thing again. Okay. But that's roughly how I would make a curtain. All right. So good luck.